Di dunia tinju, nama-nama besar seperti Tyson, Holyfield, atau Roy Jones Jr. mungkin sudah akrab di telinga semua orang. Tapi pernahkah kamu mendengar nama Gerald McClellan? Petinju dengan kekuatan KO yang bisa menghentikan siapa saja. Seorang predator sejati di atas ring. Namun segalanya berubah dalam satu malam. Dalam pertarungan yang tak akan pernah dia lupakan. Atau justru tidak bisa dia ingat. Inilah kisah tentang petinju yang berjuluk The G-Man. Mesin KO yang perlahan mulai dilupakan sejarah. Gerald McClellan lahir pada 23 Oktober 1967 di Freeport, Illinois, Amerika Serikat. Dia mulai bertinju sejak usia remaja dan bakatnya langsung menonjol. Pada usia 20 tahun, dia berubah dari petinju amatir biasa menjadi petinju yang ditakuti di ring profesional. McClellan dikenal karena kekuatannya yang luar biasa.
Another big right rocks John McGordon, and Al McClellan going to town close to stopping this fight. Gordon, another right, and that'll do it. It looks like that's it. Dale Grable will stop the bout about a minute and a half.
Hampir semua kemenangan datang lewat KO.
No, he's never been in this tough. On the other hand, right hand by McClellan, and that's it. John Gordon's an awfully big middleweight.
Good left there by Mantle. Yeah. This fight's over, right, and that's it. This fight is over, and this man is hurt right now.
Tapi di balik itu semua, McClellan juga sosok misterius, tertutup, pendiam, dan punya sisi gelap yang tak banyak diketahui orang. Tahun 1991, Gerald merebut gelar juara dunia WBO kelas menengah.
John Mugabe, former world light middleweight champion.
Dia mengalahkan sang juara itu hanya dalam satu ronde.
Mugabe, he's 138, and he's hurt a right hand from the young man McClellan, and Mugabe's over in the opening 30 seconds. And this was a fight everybody thought couldn't possibly go very far because these are two big punches of his right hand. Mugabe is 31 years old now, already proving his head. Chin. But are anywhere but at the Albert Hall tonight. And he's gone again. So this WBO middleweight championship. The former world light middleweight champion, now all too vulnerable to heavy punching. And McClellan of the United States has won the vacant World Boxing Organization title in under 3 minutes.
25 of his 27 wins via the knockout route. 17 of his 27 victories by way of first-round knockout.
Puncak ketenaran Gerald McClellan datang pada tahun 1993 ketika ia menjatuhkan Julian Jackson, sang dewa KO yang dianggap sebagai salah satu pemukul terkeras di kelas menengah.
3 world title bouts as we present the WBC Middleweight Championship.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the championship of the world. Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on.
Off the familiar word, certainly quite eager, getting in line to take a crack at the hook. Certainly not
in a hurry, as you can see. There's nice, good. Dylan can bang, as we said.
Of the fight. Overrated.
Came out very calm, but here he is. He is attacking Julian Jackson.
And Jackson spinning.
McClellan berhasil bertahan dari beberapa pukulan brutal Jackson, khususnya di ronde kedua dan ketiga.
Gerald.
Beginning to answer back after a rugged time world champion. Oh, look out!
And I was always wondering just how good is his chin.
That right bit.
Hingga akhirnya dia berhasil memenangkan pertarungan di ronde kelima.
Julian Jackson complaining. There's a big left hand by McClellan as he goes upstairs. No chance of south of there.
Julian gonna win it right here.
Down goes Jackson. A left hook by Joe McClellan.
This minute, and there's a minute left to go.
Can McClellan finish him off? He's down again.
It's over.
Mills Lane has stopped the fight. And Joe McClellan has upset Julian Jackson, and he is the new.
Setahun kemudian, mereka bertemu lagi, dan McClellan menang KO lebih cepat. Hanya butuh satu ronde untuk merobohkan Jackson.
Good right hand already. There he is. Man who knocked out Errol Graham. He looks as though he's not going to let go of this, and Joe Cortez, the referee, he's watching there very close. He keeps getting near it. McClellan won't let this fella off the hook. McClellan knocked out John Garvey in London. Is he going to do it again against Julian Jackson?
He's not getting through cleanly. Jackson knows what he's trying to do. He was pushed over there. That wasn't a knockdown there. That was a push.
What a puncher he's proved in the past. Oh, nice.
Nama Gerald McClellan semakin bersinar. Bahkan Mike Tyson menyebut nama Gerald McClellan sebagai salah satu petinju terbaik saat itu.
Who's the best of those out there?
Man, there's so many good fighters now. This is new gentleman from Detroit, Gerald McClellan, I believe the name, McLean. I've seen some tapes of him just from highlights, and he seems like a dynamo.
His elbows inside the back.
Rekor bertarungnya luar biasa. Dari total 31 kemenangan, 29 berakhir dengan KO, dan sebagian besar dalam satu atau dua ronde saja. Tapi semua berubah di tahun 1995. Sebuah pertarungan yang bukan hanya menghancurkan karir McClellan, tapi lebih dari itu.
Oh boy, here we go. Get up!
25 Februari 1995, McClellan terbang ke London untuk melawan Nigel Benn. Dia menaikkan berat badan untuk menantang gelar dunia kelas menengah super milik petinju asal Inggris itu.
Ben's the people's champion, okay.
By Frank Warren and Don King, as we did last time, 33, 16 title fights. Take it.
Sejak awal, McClellan mendominasi. Bahkan hampir memenangkan pertarungan ini di ronde pertama.
This man is absolutely tremendous, Lionel. He looks as though he's done him in the opening round, and we thought this might have
his head out. But the punches thankfully weren't landing cleanly on the chin. There were stunning punches to the top and to the side of the head, but not punches on the
climb back. You can usually get a bit longer to get back clean. I couldn't understand why he was
attacking. He must take another count, get his head clear. He's given him a conveniently long because he's so badly stunned he can't get any leverage into his counter punches. See, nothing in that punch, off balance, his body weight is back. That was a better shot.
This man is just remarkable. He's feeling as though he might have just ridden the storm from McClellan.
He's doing the right thing now, keep close.
That's it, he survived the round.
Tapi entah kenapa, memasuki ronde kedua, McClellan terlihat mulai melambat.
Body weight forward, get some power into the punches to lick him. McClellan is looking a little bit sloppy.
Beberapa orang berasumsi jika tenaga McClellan terkuras karena banyaknya pukulan yang tidak mengenai sasaran.
See, Ben has found the perfect answer to McClellan.
For him before the fight, he's got it now.
Who would have thought in the first round that Ben...
Much success because he's got up.
Nigel Benn mulai membalikkan keadaan.
We see he didn't get any leverage. That's better. He has to get his body weight forward, get some...
I see a referee, this European. Come back, it looked all over, didn't it?
Another good right hand. McClellan has not landed a piece.
McClellan came at 11-11. This fella's a long way.
McClellan tetap menyerang, namun seperti tanpa arah.
12 obviously, and Ben has this, but they're not bothering with that. They're just throwing bombs at each other. Leg-wise, anyway.
McClellan is finding a little bit of punching room here.
No chicken in the fight game at this weight.
craving for more oxygen and he's got to open his mouth.
Gimel just threw it and they got applause. Can you imagine that? And what a workout.
That was a tremendous left hook from Ben.
Di ronde ke-10, McClellan akhirnya berlutut.
Just a bit too long. Won this fight, Jimmy. And he's going to do it.
Dia menyerah karena merasa ada sesuatu yang salah dalam tubuhnya.
I think it was a heart problem, Reza. I'm not doubting McClellan's courage, but he decided he would...
Setelah pertarungan itu, McClellan segera dilarikan ke rumah sakit. Dia harus dioperasi darurat dan dirawat intensif. Ketika dia bangun, dunia sudah tak sama lagi. Hidupnya berubah total. Kini ia dirawat oleh saudara perempuannya, Lisa, yang dengan setia mendampinginya setiap hari. McClellan tak lagi bertarung, tapi ia masih berjuang, bukan di ring, tapi dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Kejadian itu membuat banyak orang sadar akan kerasnya dunia tinju. Tapi ironisnya, nama Gerald perlahan dilupakan. Prestasinya, gaya bertarungnya, dan dominasinya di ring harusnya tetap diingat sebagai salah satu puncher terbaik dalam sejarah tinju.